And we're live. Hi guys, welcome back to On the Fence. We're going to do a real quick review of the Premier League weekend number 4. Run through the fixtures dead quick, or the results, sorry. Here with Jay and Joe.
Hello.
And we're also here with Joe, if he's there, like.
You're there a minute ago. Hello? Hello?
He's turned his mic off again.
Hello?
Technical difficulties.
Hello?
Let's just let him do it.
Every fucking week with him.
Hello. Fucking
We also have Joe.
me headphone.
What?
I've gone again.
Fucking phone.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay.
Ready?
You ready?
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's sad.
Probably have all the fucking atheists on me now.
Okay, right, we'll start kind of again. Okay, I'm not even going to stop the broadcast out, right?
DT will be coming. That Joe's not blood.
At least I don't have a massive fucking forehead to hide. Move on.
Okay, I'm moving on. Yeah, so we're going to review the fixtures very quickly. The results of the weekend just gone. So we're going to start for the title of the video, which is Spurs slip up, because that's exactly what happened at Vicarage Road. Beaten 2-1 by Watford. Quite a good game to watch, to be fair. Joe, what did you make of the result, mate?
Do you think it was surprising?
Not really. Not the way Watford played, to be honest, no.
Well,
But I'm asking the questions,
yeah,
mate.
You'd probably have to.
Yeah, it's my rules, mate. You fucking answer me.
You'd probably have to say it was a shock result, considering that.
On paper, yeah.
Yeah, maybe considering that United played, Tottenham played United off the park on Monday.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
but I only saw the first half, but in that first half, it was nothing really happened. But Tottenham took the lead from an own goal from the corner.
Yeah, the
an own
game
goal
comes
from, yeah, and Watford have got that kind of stability now with Garcia from January.
Gracia.
Oh, who knows his name? Seriously, does anyone know his name?
Jay does. What's his name, Jay?
It's an anagram of Garcia.
Jay, what's his name?
Javier Gracia or something like that.
Yeah, Joe. Jay knows his name, mate.
Okay. Did you know it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did really.
Ross Kemp advert. Yeah, no, he didn't make that many signs throughout the summer. Watford, I think the only sign Ben Foster and Gerard Deulofeu of recognition. Yeah,
well, I think what they've got is quite good, to be honest. Already, you know what I mean?
They've had about since January with the new manager. What's his name? Joseph Garcia, as manager. I can't see them carrying on, but hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me.
Bite you?
Yeah, they probably win the league now, won't they?
Oh yeah, I hope not. Like, I mean, I've seen a video.
Funny you should say that.
Why? Why is it funny?
I think Tottenham are just being beat by the champions.
Oh God. Well, I mean, we could talk about that right now. I mean, do you genuinely think that they could do something this season? Like, could they be the Burnley of last season, or do you think that they could go all the way and be the Leicester of a few years ago?
No. Probably not. They're probably more likely to be Burnley from last season.
Yeah, I think they play good football as well, to be fair. And I don't think they're just as simple as, knock it long, play them percentages. I think they do have a level of maturity about them, the way they play football. It's just, if they have a bad season as such, will the manager be there next? Because we don't know.
You've got to look at, they've got 12 points out of 12, and they only need a triple more of that, and they're pretty much safe already. And that's quite achievable by late February, maybe.
Well, I'm sure whenever they're playing Everton next, that's a banker, isn't it? 3 points on the board, definitely. So it's well within the realms of possibility, mate, to be honest. So coming out of this game, obviously Spurs and Pochettino are going to take the criticism. I think they were I don't really know what it was with Spurs that happened this weekend. I don't know whether it was they were tired, because there's been a lot of talk about that on Sky Sports and things like that, about them being tired from the World Cup still. The teams, most of their 11 have just come out the World Cup, which I know is a point, but if you put a pin in that for a second and look at the other side of it, you've got the squad's still good enough. So is that really an excuse for this early on the season, Jay?
No, suppose.
Don't say yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Because against teams like Watford, it is, because you've got Watford didn't have many go to the World Cup compared to Spurs, so they've had a longer pre-season. The squad's had more time to gel.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's a bit early, isn't it, to be playing that card? Because they're not going to get much fitter. Half of them are away on international break again, and the back they've got the season kicking in. So
do you think it's
you're never 100% fit, are you, in a season?
No, yeah, you're right. Because
you would expect that Watford still, all right, you've had a good start, but they're not going to be at peak fitness levels either.
No,
you still expect that Tottenham team to have enough about them to be able to beat Watford.
Do you think Pochettino should do a Pep Guardiola and pull his players out of the squads?
No. I just think no. I think it's that. Imagine doing that after the defeat to Watford. It's a bit over the top, isn't it?
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's a bit over the top anyway. You can't really. I know it's just come out past couple of weeks about Vardy. Joe, you were saying to me before about Ashley Young and Gary Cahill. I think about them. Well, Joe, don't you?
They've said that they're retired, but they're willing to play for England if needs be.
Yeah.
Oh, so that translates to I know I probably won't get called up, but if you need to call me up, I'll get called up.
Yeah,
with the international break coming up, obviously that's obviously why the topics have been brought up. But it kind of speaks of something if the players are more bothered about the club career. Then I don't know, in Ashley Young's case and Gary Cahill's case, they're not going to be first choice, are they? But you've got someone like a Vardy, but who could definitely do something in a squad. Whereas now you've got Sterling's, left the squad. I'm not sure the names. I haven't got the names out on a piece of paper or anything. But
Sterling's picked up an injury though.
Is he definitely injured though?
Yeah, apparently that's what they're checking anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm not too sure. Not too sure, to be honest, because City could spin it whatever way they want, really, couldn't they? So it all remains to be seen. To be fair,
but don't you think that if they were going to do that, they'd be doing it with the likes of Aguero and not the ones who've got to travel after Wales to go to the international?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. So maybe he is injured. Maybe I'm just being a bit cynical, but it's hard not to be straight after a game like that. But
you seem to have some sort of agenda against Man City, Danny, and I don't know what it is.
Oh no! To be honest, I think it's a great idea because I hate international football, mate. I want to see it die a death, if I'm honest. Especially
the World Cup. Did you not see the World Cup?
Not World Cups, obviously, not World Cups, but I'm talking like the friendlies, the pointless friendlies that you have, and I just think they could do something more with the squads themselves at different times of the season. I hate the way it breaks up the Premier League season, the way it does.
I don't think it should be used this earlier on. We're only 4 weeks into the season.
Yeah. It just cuts off any momentum that any team gains.
Yeah, and we only finished the World Cup last month, just over a month ago.
I think for you, it's come at a good time, though, hasn't it? To be fair, not being disrespectful, but it has, hasn't it?
No. No.
With the international
sometimes it can be. Yeah. Sometimes
it has in terms of injuries, and we've missed players for less games, but in terms of, I don't know. Because we're still trying to gel a squad together.
I come from an opinion where obviously, I'm a Liverpool supporter, so most of the time we get players come back from it with injuries all the time from international breaks. Lallana's already out, but
has he just pulled out?
No, he's made a crisp. His groin's gone again, and that's a problem that he always seems to have. It's a reoccurring thing, but he's not a major part of our squad anymore. But I'm convinced that we're going to get another injury. Do you know what I mean? But before the squads come back, so it is a worry for me personally because I'm always on pins waiting for whatever players come back injured, especially someone like Gomez.
It'd be a shame if someone like Sadio Mane broke his leg or something.
Yeah,
that would hurt you.
Plus, don't you think that this season started too early?
Started too early.
Don't you think the season started too early?
No, it always starts the second week of August, doesn't it?
I could have done with a longer break from ever.
We could have easily started the season around the second, like the 20th of September or something like that, around that week, instead of the World Cup finished, and then a week later, everyone was back in pre-season.
Do you mean August?
Already in pre-season. What?
Do you mean the 20th of August?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, he says September.
Sorry.
It's a bit over the
Well,
top.
even then, it still could have been done because there's nothing happening in the summer.
Yeah, I think most people got 2 weeks off, but I think a lot of players wanted to come back a lot earlier. And I know a lot of the Spurs lads they come back very early, and that might be why you're seeing what you're seeing now with Spurs with Watford. I know Henderson wants to come back early for Liverpool. I'm not too sure anybody else, but it's all about how strict the teams are, and how important is recovery, which it's obviously very important in sport, but it's how teams see it, to be honest, isn't it? But we'll move on. We'll move on anyway to Manchester City. Obviously, since we've just been talking about them, they played this weekend on was it Saturday? Yeah, the late kickoff. They beat Newcastle 2-1. Quite a decent performance by West Ham. Not West Ham, sorry, Newcastle. In terms of how they set up against City, they were criticised last week. I personally, I'm not of the opinion of criticising managers because they're trying to get the best out of what they've got. But it showed in this game because City last home game battered Huddersfield 6-1, didn't they? So for Newcastle to come to the Etihad and get away with it, a 2-1 defeat is actually a really good result for them, isn't it?
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, it's still a defeat, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not meaning play. I'm not in the mindset of playing for a defeat in any way, but making sure damage limitation because the relegation battle.
Yeah, it could come down to goal difference. So in
that
sense,
it makes
exactly
sense. Yeah.
But at the same time, a defeat's a defeat, isn't it? Whether if you get beat, your tactics haven't gone how you wanted them.
But the goal
really you haven't.
No. The tactics haven't gone to plan because he's obviously not playing for the defeat. He's playing for the draw, probably. But the winning goal, the goal that wins, it's a fantastic strike by Kyle Walker. Yeah, right in the corner of the net. It's a great finish from him, to be fair. Something that we might see more this season from him because it's something that he doesn't have goals in his game, does he? But if he can start replicating that, then he'll become a real force. I already think he's a strong contender for one of the the best right backs in the world. I'm not saying he's the best, but things like that can only make it better, Connor.
I think he is.
Do you? To be honest, I don't really watch a lot of Europe to be able to say, but there's got to be players out there that can do a similar job to what he does. But it depends how you're looking at his role, because he's kind of redefined the role, hasn't he?
I don't think you can't name a right back who's better than Dani Alves was, but Dani Alves is past his best now.
I mean, I don't play 11-a-side anymore, but I was a decent right back.
You weren't.
I was.
You weren't.
I was all right, I was one of them. I was too small to be a centre back, and I wasn't quick enough to be a winger. So, failed winger, failed centre back. It's a good point, though. No, I think he's definitely up there and stuff, and he wins the game for City, wins the points for them. That's obviously the most important thing for them, because obviously they're trying to chase the crown from last season, and it doesn't matter how you win these games, you just got to get over the line, haven't you?
Retain the crown from last season.
Yeah, retain the. Well, what did I say?
Chase the crown.
Sorry, retain the crown from last season because that's what's more important than right now. I don't think they're going to hit 100 points again this season. I think teams are probably going to be a bit more wiser to them, to what how they play. But if they can reach 85, 90 points, I still think they're going to win the league. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game was pretty much how everyone expected it, really. I said in the predictions, which you can go back and check out
on the channel.
Did you like that plug?
Yeah, I did. I prefer other plugs, Joe.
Don't say it. You've got someone watching.
Hello?
Nathan Hilditch.
Yeah, that's me, little brother.
Well, he's got a lot to learn after what you've just said.
He's actually an Everton fan like you as well, so I know he's not. No. Actually, he's actually got a touch of foreign about him because he supports Benfica. Actually, probably bored of watching news.
Why Benfica?
Don't know. I mean, well,
that's a proper Everton fan. That Porto, probably the best team in Portugal. Could have supported them and no one would have said anything, and he went for the second best.
Plus, if he did fucking support Porto, he would have been fucking crying over 5-0 fucking loss against them in the Champions League.
Like you're crying.
What? So back to Man City, Newcastle.
Yeah, that's the one.
Looking at the stats, City dominated pretty much everything. 79% possession, which means that Newcastle only had what?
21?
Yeah, good maths. Yeah, it seems as though Newcastle limited them to quite a few chances, really. Nothing much happens in the second half, although Newcastle's keeper, Branca, is it?
I really like that keeper.
Yeah.
I think he's such a good keeper.
I haven't actually seen the saves because I was cooking my tea and I just heard the commentary saying that he made like a triple save or something like that. But Newcastle had a late chance where they got cut out, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah, no, he makes a triple save. Like the second one's the better of them, but it's kind of straight at him. Although you have to make that save, don't you? It's a reaction stop, and he does quite well for it. But and he keeps Newcastle in the game until the point, obviously, in which the final whistle blows and they've lost the game, which is obvious. But yeah, so 3 points to Man City again. Just trudging down that road just to pick points up. We'll move on to the actual team that are top of the league. Wait, let me just check if we actually are top of the league.
Are we missing out the Everton game? Because
no, we'll talk about Everton, obviously, because you're Everton fans, don't worry. But we'll talk about the most important. Liverpool travelled to Leicester, King Power Stadium, got away with a 2-1 as well as Manchester City. It's a good result for Liverpool because we didn't play that well. However, the talk's always going to be about Alisson and how he tried to Cruyff turn his way past a opposition player, but decided, just to leave the ball behind him and cause a goal for Leicester. So, yeah. What any thoughts on that?
The game itself I only saw the first half, but that first 45 minutes just seemed to be a bog standard Premier League game. The better team, Liverpool, had most of the possession and most of the opportunities to take the lead. What's so funny about that?
I thought you were just reading it off a page.
Shut up.
Does anyone know any other good footy matches? I think me and Joe on the same page.
Honestly, I'm only looking at the table and the Liverpool stats.
Yeah, it was a sort of poor game, wasn't it? Really. Yeah. I was expecting a lot better from Liverpool.
Leicester missed Vardy, didn't they? They didn't have that goal threat. They played what's his name? Damari Gray through the middle. He save out of Alisson in the first half.
What did you say? Sorry,
believe Alisson make a save down to his right.
Yeah, he did.
Was it from Gray? That was only the real opportunity for Leicester in that first half.
Yeah, but he was quite ineffectual, wasn't he? The game starts like a house on fire. That's kind of why I was expecting more from it. 5 minutes into the game, we've had a shot. They've already had a shot. So the game kind of lights up from the start. I think we were quite good for 20 minutes of the game. And I think that obviously that's when we took the lead 9 minutes in. And then from the 20th minute mark, that's when Leicester started to put a bit more pressure on us. And, we were kind of lucky to get the goal in the way we did from the corner, Firmino's header, to make it 2 just before half time. But not that I don't think we deserved it, because I think we definitely deserved to win the game. It's just, it was very scruffy, to be honest. But I mean, I've spoke to I think Jay over the phone. I think it was we were talking about it the other day, and I was saying I feel like this how we've played the past 4 games. Liverpool it's kind of like been a plan from Klopp all along to just make sure that we don't lose or we don't drop points. Because last season, the first game of the season, we drew to Watford away, and that just completely dented our hopes, because we go into that game, full of confidence after pre-season, and we slip up three really bad goals to concede in particular, and you're thinking like, what the fuck here? We've done really well to score 3 goals, and it's slapped us back in the face. So I think it's definitely a ploy to make sure that we win our games no matter what. You've seen a 4-0 win, which was quite standard against West Ham. A 2-0, a 1-0, and a 2-1. You can't really ask for much more than that, as long as you win your games before the break.
Yeah, just if you're not happy winning football games, why are you watching football?
Is that aimed at me? Because I'm very happy to watch.
No, I'm just talking about
the general
supporters.
It sounded aimed. No, I absolutely agree with you, mate.
Yeah, it's mostly social media now, isn't it? If you don't play well, you don't deserve to. You don't. If you play well and no, sorry. If you don't play well and you win, you don't deserve to win.
Go on, try again.
Makes sense. That just made sense, but then you're rudely interrupted.
We'll move on to something very similar, because obviously Man United have had this problem for the past couple of years under Mourinho. They go away to Burnley and they get a good 2-0 result. For them in particular, what did you make of their performance? Did you just watch the game or?
No, it went on TV, weren't it?
No, it wasn't.
So I was only going off.
I was still off the game.
My highlight of the game was seeing Lukaku's Christmas boxes.
Let us know.
Really got me in the mood, mate.
Didn't even see it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, he's 1-on-1 with Joe Hart, and you see his boxes just come up with a short, and it says "Let us snow" on them, which I thought was quite jovial
and rude. But
yeah,
what I would like to say is Phil Bardsley. Why was it not a red card?
To be honest, is that the bit where Rashford puts his head in?
Yeah, it's the second time he goes. Well, he goes head to head.
Yeah,
it's the exact same thing what Rashford does.
Bardsley's just a shitbag, and I hate people. He just. I always remember Bardsley as being at Stoke, and that just proves it all to me, because he was at Stoke at the time Pulis was there, and he just screams of absolute shitbaggery. You know what I mean? So that's all I think when I see. And I also think of the goal he scored against Everton in that semi-final of the FA Cup, was it? Or the quarter-final, sorry.
Oh, for Sunderland?
Yeah, the scream.
Yeah, it was the quarter-finals, but, we beat them in the replay, so...
No, that's all I think when I hear Bardsley, to be honest.
It reminded that, thinking back to that strike, it was quite similar to Kyle Walker's on the weekend.
Yeah, it was. To be honest, I think was Bardsley's not on the volley though. I don't know.
No, it was from a corner, and I think he got played to him or it got clear to him.
Yeah,
I think he took a touch, and Tim Howard pretended not to see it, but he actually could see it, but he just didn't make the save.
He might have had a harsh bout of Tourette's as he was trying to make the save though. But move on. He had a
solid bout of that for about 3 years.
Well, yeah, he did actually, to be honest. Bardsley, I'm not too sure. I only see the bit where he slides in, and then I see Rashford's reaction. They sort of both go head to head, and
he slides in off the pitch, which wins. I think it led to a corner. Yeah. But he actually takes a swipe at him. Bardsley takes a swipe at Rashford, which makes Rashford fall over.
Yeah,
and that's why Rashford reacts.
Yeah, it's one of them. I mean, they get away with it all the time, don't they? Them slide kicks off the ball, them little stuff like that. It can pitch it off as a football. To be honest, it pisses you off if you're a fan of the team that is getting it done to you. Do you know what I mean? So, say if you're playing against Burnley and they're kicking you off the ball, they're leaving a foot in every tackle, and there's nothing you can do about it. Do you know what I mean? Because the refs, they don't pick it up because they're so quickly moving on in the game that they can't see these little things off the ball.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but I know what it was.
You will never know what it was.
So I think it's just a bit of shitbaggery by Bardsley, and he gets away with it in a way, because he gets Rashford sent off. To be honest, I think people, all the pundits, they like to call it experience. They always say that, don't they? Oh, he's just showed a bit of experience against it. No, he hasn't. He's just been a proper dickhead, and he's got away with it. There's no calling it whatever else. It's just, it is what it is. But Rashford takes the bait, gets himself sent off. So unfortunate for him.
From one of the most overweight referees I've ever seen, John Moss. Why is he still in this game?
Well, to be honest, if you want to talk about John Moss, I've got a video on my channel when we played Spurs at Anfield, the 2-2 game last season, where I make it very clear what my thoughts are about John Moss and the referees in this division.
Yeah,
and they're all just shit, aren't they? So that's my point.
Yes, I have to agree with you. 4 games in succession, we've had absolute.
But this is the problem, right? Because until people collectively actually start talking about this rather than it only happening when their team's affected. Nothing's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Officials are just going to keep getting away with it because nobody says anything when it's not their team. So, you know, like for instance, and I'll be honest, I'm one of them as well. If Everton get a bad decision, I'm not bothered. If Huddersfield get one, if Watford get one, it doesn't matter to me. But if then, or for instance, say if I'm watching a team and I want them to drop points because it affects us better, you know, and then the other team gets a bad decision against them, I'm like, fucking hell, what the hell? Like, why can't they sort that out? Or then, for instance, 2-2 at Anfield, Spurs last season, the referee gives a penalty, even though he doesn't think it's a penalty. Doesn't even know what he's doing. Gives a penalty for no reason. And like shit like that.
Wait. No, go on. He allows the assistant referee to make the decision.
No, neither of them know whether it's a penalty or not because Kane's offside originally. They say that they say we don't know if Lovren touched the ball before it hit Kane.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the second one.
No, I think the second one. Yeah, to be honest, that's probably a pen. So it's just shit like that. There's so many grey areas and people don't care unless it's their team. So that's something that people need to think about more. They need to actually, you know, if it's worth talking about, they need to talk about it. But we'll move on anyway. We'll divert ourselves towards Chelsea because they got a 2-0 victory over Bournemouth. Back to winning ways for Chelsea. Bournemouth, unfortunately, I thought they probably could have done something against Chelsea, but you know, Chelsea were too strong for them, weren't they, Jay?
Who did they play?
Bournemouth. Chelsea Bournemouth.
I'm not gonna like that. I've seen Pedro's goal takes a deflection, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of it.
I was watching the highlights and I was saying to Joe, like, I'm sick of Chelsea just being good all the time.
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, 75% possession, 7 corner kicks in the game, 2 offsides, 6 shots on target.
Are you reading this off like an article or something like that?
They played quite well.
No, he's got a photographic memory, mate.
Yeah, I mean, Giroud got an assist, which is always good for him. As a striker, you want to be involved and at least making goals if you're not scoring them.
Yeah.
Alonso with another assist. Hazard with a goal in the 85th minute. So other than that,
what was the weather like?
Not got much to comment on the match.
What was the weather like, mate?
What were Bournemouth like?
What was the weather like?
I'm going to tell you now. Bear with me 1 second. Was at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. I think it was an overcast day. Yeah, it was an overcast day.
Is it a picture of a cloud with a bit of sun out of it, or was it just a cloud?
No, it looked pretty cloudy, but doesn't look like there was any signs of rain, so I'm just going to go for overcast.
Dynamite improv. Thanks. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, it seems like a pretty professional performance from Chelsea.
Yeah.
Something that you should expect them at home against, you know, a weaker team in the league, from the league.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Bournemouth, they had an opportunity from Nathan Ake from a corner, which he should have done a lot better from. It was only about 4 yards out and he put it over in the second half, which would have made it 1-0 at the time.
But big chances like that, you know, don't take them, they cost you, don't they?
Yeah, but, you know, the little man Pedro from Barcelona, who's a, you know, like a...
I'm sure he scores about 30 goals a season, by the way.
How many?
He scores every week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's got a good record. He's got a good goal record. Like,
who would you prefer, Pedro or Willian?
I prefer. See, I don't know what all the hate is about Willian. I really like Willian. I think he's amazing.
I think he's a good player. I just prefer Pedro.
I think Willian could do more though. Do I get what I mean? I mean, to be honest, Pedro. I'd see Pedro as a very good like number 10. You know, where he started playing now. In that he plays on the left, but he comes inside onto the centre of the pitch because he hasn't got a lot of pace, but he's got great vision. And he can score as well.
Yeah. You've hit the neck. Oh, sorry, I was putting charger in my phone. I forgot what you were talking about.
That's fine. So we'll go from
Pedro. Yeah, he's a nice player. No, you know,
seems like a nice man.
Yeah. You know, I believe he gives a lot to charity.
I think most footballers do.
Should always a bonus.
He also signs players.
He doesn't run people over.
So, or shoot players at a golf course.
Allegedly.
He booked that trend, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Spanish players running people over.
So moving on to actually no, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that. No, actually, let's leave it. Moving on from one, we'll move on to Hughes. Obviously, we'll talk about Hughes. 1-1 against Huddersfield. I know Hughes are quite disappointed about that, because of how bad Huddersfield were. Really, what are your thoughts and feelings? Give me your raw emotion. Because I did ask you for a match reaction, but you didn't give me one. So
I was eating a cheese minion pie.
We were just too frustrated too because it was just such an annoying game.
That's what I wanted though. I want the views. I want this to be like AFTV.
No. It was just such an annoying game. The ball did not seem to be in play any time of the game. It was either a free kick.
I genuinely don't remember a shot on goal in the second half for us.
Was all the action in the first half, was it? Yeah.
Well, yeah. The goals, that was it.
That was it.
Honestly, nothing happens in this game.
Oh, no, Joe.
Yeah.
He was that foul in like the first few minutes where Billen got booked.
Oh, yeah, on Suma, wasn't it? And then he reacted like a little bitch. Honestly, this game was just totally frustrating. It was so... I don't think either team had any control of the game.
Do you think that's quite a? Do you think that's quite a bad downside though? Because what Marcus Silva come in and he obviously plays very good football. This is the kind of game that you've got to be. If you're not winning it, you've got to be controlling it. You know what I mean? You've got to be dominating this kind of game.
No. Yeah, to be fair, we did.
Take your gag out, Joe.
we were. If any one team was going to win, it was going to be us.
Take the beads out as well, mate.
Out.
That was only one, mate.
Looking at the lineup for us, we only had two of the new signs in, and that way there were two defenders, Sumer and the left back, and Dean, or Luque.
Are you worried that obviously Silva brings in Richarlison? You've already got Walcott there. You've got Tosin. Are you worried that he never brought in any more attacking options? For these kinds of games when you're not, you've got Richarlison missing. Any other games down the line where he could be injured, suspended again.
Not really, because
we've got a lot of players out.
As I said, walking away from the game the other day, you look at that midfield partnership, and when Gomez and Gaya, they're both going to be on the bench, Davis and Schneiderlin.
Yeah.
Then Calvert-Lewin, and he's probably not going to start most games. Walcott, again, he's another one. You don't know whether he's going to go Lookman and Richarlison. I don't think he will. I think he'll go Walcott. But
did you say Calvert-Lewin won't get in the team much? Did you say?
I don't think he'll start that much. I'd like him.
See, that's quite. Yeah, I was going to say that's quite interesting because he scored the goal, didn't he?
I think Tosin will start more than him. I think he'll still get games. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he'll start that much.
Yeah,
I just
in the
think
league anyway.
Who do you think's a better option? Sorry.
At the moment,
I like Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
I think Calvert-Lewin will score more goals than Tosin will. But
do you agree with that, Jay?
I do, yeah.
Because I remember you saying that Tosin was going to finish top scorer this season.
No, hang on. What I said was, if he doesn't score 15 to 20 goals with the players he's got around him, then he's had a bad season. That was what I said. Don't twist me words.
That's not what you said.
Don't twist me words.
You said Tosin would finish top scorer. And you all said he's...
Stop. Just fucking stop. I'm not having this go on anymore.
No, Joe, listen, mate. Because Jay said to me that Tosin was going to score more than Salah this season as well.
What do you want me to add to that?
I'm just saying because you were telling me to stop, but I wanted to carry on just to say, Jay.
I want you two to stop fucking arguing again. Jesus Christ.
We don't even argue that much.
No, I know we're best mates.
I just post a fucking thousands and thousands of fucking messages on the chat.
Don't, because that's coming in January. If you
okay.
There's very big things coming in January, guys. So keep posted.
And on the fence is ending by this time next year. Danny's not going to be a capable ability to talk.
Hey, you'll be surprised what Windows gives you, to be honest. I'm sure Stephen Hawking had it for years. Well, I mean, there's probably one spare going now anyway. So.
It's ironic that we're talking about disabled people when we're on the subject of Everton.
No, it fits in perfectly, mate.
Yeah. Right, what were we talking about before we went off on that? Well, before
Everton,
you two went off on that tangent.
I was basically saying, are you worried that Everton haven't got that many? Well, they're not as good without Richarlison. Let's put the point finally.
Well, we at the moment we are.
Well, no, it doesn't worry me though.
No,
because Liverpool aren't as good without Mane.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because a couple of seasons ago when we just signed Mane, we never had Salah. Firmino wasn't, as good as he is now. So every time we didn't have Mane in the team, we were shit. Do you know what I mean? But now we can cope without them. We've got players that can come in, options that can come in, but yous haven't got that now, have you?
We have. We're just injured.
But we've got. At the moment, for us, the most important thing for Marco Silva is the actual midfield.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Mark's trying to get in through the window.
On the weekend, we have Tom Davis and Morgan Schneiderlin in the midfield as a two. And there's no actual control in that midfield.
I don't think people realise just how much we miss Gay when he's injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's very underrated. That's when you realise who your better players are, when you miss them that much.
Yeah. When you're playing these teams at home, you've got to at least have energy in there, which picks everyone up.
Especially at home.
Yeah. Garner is that player.
Yeah.
I love Gandhi. I love Gandhi. He's probably my favourite player for us. I think he's massive in anything we want to do. In any system we play, whether it's 4-3-3 or whether we go to 4-2-3-1, I think he's just massive. You need him. When people talk about dropping him and playing Schneiderlin alongside whoever or Davis alongside whoever, you need him in any midfield. It's got to be, if you're playing in a midfield 2 or a midfield 3, he's got to be in there alongside someone because he is our midfield.
Interesting to hear your thoughts in the comments. If anyone's watching, any fans of the clubs that we've just spoke about, let us know in the comments what you thought. What you thought of Jay's opinions, Joe's opinions, or mine. And if you're an Everton fan, let us know what you think Everton's best midfield is. We'll move on anyway. We'll talk about Arsenal beating Cardiff 2-3, 3-2. I am at the Cardiff City Stadium or whatever it's called. No one knows. No one cares. Right.
It's coming. It is coming. It's there for a reason. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Is it? Hang on. Look, I'm trying to look to see what results you're talking about.
You all know what result when you bring it up.
Well, I've only got 2 more left.
Yeah,
so
it is definitely one of them.
So Arsenal narrowly beat Cardiff 3-2 away. Quite a good game to watch, to be fair. It kind of lit up in the second half. Arsenal just narrowly get the win.
Yeah.
What did you think of this game?
Well, it was a shit game, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, actually looking at, if you just look at the match statistics and all that.
Which is what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
14 goal kicks Arsenal had in that game.
Did you see the amount of times checking they put them in trouble, though?
No, this is a big problem at the moment for Arsenal.
I was still in bed.
Peter Cech starting in goal is a big problem for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because if they want to carry on playing out from the back, it's going to be so impossible with him in goal.
Yeah. Look,
they've already had was the about 2 against Cardiff where he pretty much give them the ball.
One he gave away and they should have scored, to be honest. They were point blank.
Yeah. There was a few against City as well, weren't he? Where he almost actually put it in his own net.
And you can see what Emery's trying to do. Do you know what I mean? Like you can see the first signs of it, but things like that,
you're just Arsenal, so I'm a big fan of
it. You're just gonna lose points by doing things like that. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna lose the ball, and the more times you haven't got the ball, the opposition have got it. So you're not gonna where you've come from Arsene Wenger as tactics and. What? Was that a pure Michael Owen statement?
Yeah, it was Michael Owen.
Well, if you don't have the ball, you don't score. And it's as simple as that, do you know what I mean? And Cech giving it away is the first issue, because if you can't get out your own half, that's a huge issue. Look, we had it for a couple of years with Mignolet. And I hate bringing it back to Liverpool, but that's all I can do. And, he can't play off from the back. And we were trying to persist with him constantly, but if you can't always have square pegs and round holes. You know what I mean? You've got to have. This is why Mourinho, always used to get specialist positions in the team, players that are good at what they got to do, and Cech is obviously not good enough.
He's not good enough at passing the ball anyway. He can't use his feet properly.
He can barely save the ball. Do you know what I mean? Like he's so error prone.
Yeah, he's approaching 34 now, is he? Petr Cech, I don't think he's ever had to play out from the back like that.
No, I'm not being disrespectful to Cech because I think
he's actually 36.
Oh, that's quite big.
You're Petr Cech again.
No, 36 years old. This is probably his last season as the number one at his club.
Arguably, he should already be number two.
Possibly,
you know what I mean? And Emery's going to find out very soon that it's going to be the downfall of them if he keeps them in the net. To be fair, the way he's playing now, anyway, there's always a chance that he can bring it back. But if you're buying a goalkeeper, play him.
Yeah, we had it under Roberto Martinez with Tim Howard in goal. He was the one who actually bought Joe Robles.
Yeah, he was the better player at the time.
Yeah, he was never.
I remember you saying that. Yeah,
he was never number one while Martinez was here.
Do you know what I never understood with Joel as well? He used to come in our team and keep about 6 clean sheets on the bounce, and then get you off the second Tim Howard was back.
Yeah.
What sort of pictures on Tim Howard's phone did he have of Roberto Martinez? Seriously.
Well, I'm sure that they would have been very pretty to look at for Roberto Martinez.
Well,
speaking of pretty to look at, we'll talk about Neil Warnock. Well, we'll talk about Cardiff still, because because Neil Warnock's very pretty to look at.
Doesn't he look like a battered potato?
He looks like if I drew a face on my ballsack.
He looks like my arsehole.
Joe, don't say that, mate. Your arsehole.
I've seen it somewhere.
And so Cardiff get the first goals of the season. They get 2 of them here. Not enough to break Arsenal down. Lacazette gets, I think, the winner. Does he? Or
yeah.
He does. Yeah.
Aubameyang scores a decent goal, to be fair, and
in the 62nd minute, Aubameyang scored.
Yep, he did. It looks better first time around, but then when you see on the replay, it's very central. Arguably, the keeper should save it, but
the keeper, come on, that was a great finish.
No, we were talking about this before. I'm doing a classic punditry. Always blame the goalkeeper because it's easy.
Okay.
So Cardiff get the first goal. Aubameyang's. Niall Etheridge should do better for the goal.
Go on, carry on talking while I watch it.
It seems as though Arsenal now, I think, was that the first time that Lacazette and Aubameyang have started together?
Probably. I know Lacazette hasn't started. Yeah. And he gets the goal. Everyone goes back to talk about how great he is. He does a shit celebration. That's fucking awful. Stands there for about 10 minutes watching his own celebration. But we'll just fill time until Jay comes back. I think Jay's gone missing. He's probably watched the video on his phone, but he's probably realised that he's got himself out the chat. Yeah, so Joe, what else did you think about Cardiff's goals?
Hello, I lost you there.
It's okay. What did you think about Cardiff's goals? Or what do you think about Cardiff this season?
I think pretty much everyone is looking to go down.
Yeah. And do you think now after this game?
Yeah. To be fair, they did give a good account of themselves of probably a team who's likely to finish within at least the top 7.
They're improving every game, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Cardiff.
Sorry, I cut out for a bit there.
I know you
did as well.
I know, it's right.
They should have beat Huddersfield the week earlier.
Yeah.
They had a few really, really top quality chances near the end to steal all 3 points.
See, in this game as well, they miss a couple of the chances. Do you know what I mean? They have a few really good opportunities that they fluff. And every other week they've done that and lost or drew the game. Do you know what I mean? So they need to be taking the chances regularly, otherwise they're gonna be dropped back out the Premier League, aren't they? We'll move on to Brighton versus Fulham.
I thought we weren't doing this game.
No, well, we may as well because Jay wants to use the button, whatever it is he's pressing.
Okay, I think he's going to use it for West Ham.
Okay. We'll have that last then. Save the best to last. We'll just run through this very quickly because I never seen this game. Fulham go away to Brighton, get a 2-2 draw. Obviously, looks like a very good game on paper. Brighton miss a pen. They get another pen later on. They score it. I think it's the one to make it 2-1 or to level it. Good point for Fulham, I think. A team that they're probably going to be in and around. Well, no, I mean, Fulham on paper should lose this game because Brighton, are the more, at the minute, a more established side in the league. So I just think it's a good point to get from them.
I think Fulham have got a better side, and I think when you 2-0 up in a game like that, that's the sort of game that they find where you finish in the Prem.
Well, they're away, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but whether you're safe or in a relegation scrap, half an hour to go and you're 2-0 up away to Brighton, that's a game you should be winning.
But Glenn Murray, again, gets 2 goals here. He's done well back end of last season, and he started the season off fucking amazingly, hasn't
he? He is. Have you ever seen him and Cenk Tosun together?
No, I haven't actually.
The absolute double of each other. I'm not even messing.
Another goal for Mitrovic as well.
Yeah, he did get a slice of luck with it being from a rebound, and then
they all count, Joseph. Shut up.
3 players on the line, and not if fucking stopped
it. Also, we'll move on again. First win of the season for Southampton and Mark Hughes. Fantastic performance.
Devastated.
To be honest, it's a fantastic performance. It is. I'm not going to lie. To go away to Crystal Palace, who a lot of the big channels, the big pundits are talking about. This could be. I think Gary Neville said it the other night or last week that he thinks Palace could definitely finish in the top 8 or something like that. So
and apart from us, he said he thinks they're the best team outside the top 7, didn't he?
Yeah. So
the top 6. Sorry, that's what I said.
Yeah. So around 8th place, they could be. I think your biggest challengers for that 7th spot, that is if Hughes are the challenge for that. Although you look at Watford coming through, they're obviously doing well as well. But Southampton to go away, and get a 2-0 result is really good. Danny Ings gets off the mark, does he, or has he already scored? No, gets a second goal.
Fucking scores against us, the twat.
Just wanted to remind you of that. Gets his second goal for Southampton already. So he looks like a good signing. Højbjerg gets the deciding factor goal on the break. So. Good points for Mark Hughes to go away and get them. So that's them up and running. And then we'll move on to...
Crystal Palace have got a big fucking thing when they don't play, when Saha's not playing for them.
Well, yeah, did he not play this game?
No, they've got an awful record when he doesn't play.
Yeah,
I think he's injured again. Yeah. I'm not too sure what it is, but... He missed the game.
So he's pivotal to how they play, isn't it? He's pivotal. Do you know what? Not a lot of their play goes through him, as such, because he's more of like an outlet on the wing. I know he starts to play a bit more centrally, but it's mad how when he doesn't play, they play shit defensively. I don't get it, but I understand it at the same time. It's quite weird, but it is what it is.
4 weeks he's out for, apparently.
4 weeks, mad that.
Yeah. They Would you look at that, Joe? Colin Sarge's first game back will be against us.
Of course it is.
Well, Palace are going to have to really, do well without him, though, because, they've got some games coming up, haven't they? Don't even say. So we'll move on to the final game, and it's West Ham at the London Stadium, get beat 1-0 by Wolves. Jay?
I'll never know what that means to me. That is everything. Everything!
Wolves, we love.
Adama Traore gets the last minute goal, 93rd minute. Traore gets the finish to compound West Ham's misery. Bottom of the table.
Sorry, I'm just taking a drink of my bitter towards West Ham there.
Okay.
Can I just say, I said in the prediction video at the beginning of the season they would struggle massively. I did say I didn't think they'd get relegated. I'd now like to change that.
Okay.
I also said that Pellegrini would be sacked before Christmas. I stand by that.
Yeah, they've got a manager who doesn't inspire anyone. Honestly,
it doesn't suit them as a club.
I was watching, Ball Street's latest video before, and they were talking about Pellegrini and how they don't think he suits West Ham, and the Ped was saying that David Moyes is probably a better fit for West Ham than Pellegrini is.
Well, he is, because you look last season, Moyes did a great job. Do you know what I mean? And he probably should have stayed. He deserved to stay, I think.
I think West Ham are just such a mad club with them three cunts.
The way they run is just, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I hate them. I actually hate them. Hate them. Hate them. I hate them with a passion. I hate everything about them. From the goalie to Mark fucking Noble. Everything.
Everything.
That mess that sits in the stands, that Sullivan or whatever his name is. The other one, I just hate them.
Hate them.
I hope they never pick up a point. Who did he play next? Oh, way.
Not too sure.
This is weird as an Everton fan because if you were, just say if we were all Liverpool fans and we had West Ham next, you'd be going, yes, we're going to beat these 8-0.
No, honestly, no. I actually think the opposite. Only in recent seasons, but we were very much that team. One of them teams like yous. I'm sure you remember Danny Graham for Sunderland.
Thanks for pissing on me bonfire.
Do you know what I mean? Danny Graham against Sunderland, his first goal of the season was against Hughes. We had that so many times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Adam Johnson, the kiddie fiddler. He scores.
Ever known a struggle until Ricky Van Wolfswinkel has scored his only ever goal in English football against your club?
Banter club, mate. Fucking banter club.
Raul Jimenez, he's another one. He's not scoring again. See it,
Phil Bardsley.
Paul Sharner for Wigan.
Fucking hell, mate.
How many times did that twat score against us?
And wasn't he sent it off?
Do you remember when we made the Bruno Kone look like Messi?
See, this is your problem, lads.
Who?
Bruno Kone.
Who did we make him? Who made him look like
Everton,
Messi?
when we made them look like Messi when we played them in the FA Cup.
Oh, fucking hell. Moving on, yeah. I've just typed in there Adam Johnson's last goal.
Against Liverpool.
I think it's against Liverpool, yeah.
It is. It's that 2-2 game on the walkout on 77. And yeah, he fucking compounds our misery by scoring. Just before he goes and touches kids. Fantastic, isn't it? What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something interesting. No, I was going to say...
talk more about West Ham.
Their problem is they've got delusions of grandeur. That's their problem. They think they're better than they are. They want to be somewhere where they're not. And they don't want to take the middle steps. You can't run a club or run a business as such, taking massive steps and trying to outdo the rest of them around you, because they're going to come unstuck, because they're going to cut corners and they're going to miss places out where they want to be, and they're trying too hard.
Do you know what it is? And I maintain this. I've said this a few times now. Do you know West Ham really shouldn't probably have any bigger ambitions than Palace and Fulham and Watford, teams like that, but because of Russell Brand, Danny Dyer, James Corden, these little celebrities who go around and go, West Ham. You think that they're these like Hollywood FC, and they're not. They're not. They're terrible with bang average players. What other team has Mark Noble in the middle of the park and goes, yeah, he should be playing for England? He shouldn't. Shouldn't he be playing for West Ham? He shouldn't be playing in the Premier League.
It seems you're very passionate about England, Jay.
Just don't. I've had enough on Mark Noble. I've had me like dosage of Mark Noble. Just hate him. Except he retires.
God save the Queen anyway.
Oh, I know. She can piss off as well.
No need for that. Well,
have we lost Danny?
This is a dangerous game.
This is our show now.
This is everything to me.
Can you actually hear me? Oh,
we're pissing on
Can
the
you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, I pressed my button by accident to turn the mic off. The last thing I ever want to do is leave you to control this fucking channel. No way is that ever happening over my dead body. I will box you for it.
We were so close to talking about something that you do not want to hear about.
I could hear you, but honestly, I just couldn't speak.
You would not be able to do anything. There's 18 people watching at the moment, and they all would have been offended. No, I've just made that up.
Oh, I was hopeful then when you said that. Fucking hell, Joe. Stand on me fucking life. Yeah, so
you pissed on my bonfire, so I'll piss on yours.
I'll just piss in your face, mate. Well, that's just sexual, isn't it? So that's our review anyway of the Premier League season, round 4 of the fixtures. Look forward to the international break. Yay!
No, we don't.
No, I know we don't. 2 weeks time, we're back in the Premier League for next week, next Tuesday, we'll be back doing a preview for the fixtures round 5. You've got some big games in there. To be honest, I'll just run through them dead quick. One of them I already know is Liverpool versus Tottenham. That's the early kickoff on Saturday.
It's Tottenham against Liverpool.
Yeah, sorry, Spurs against
home
Liverpool.
team first, for fuck's sake.
Newcastle Arsenal's a good one, although that's not on telly.
We play Hollywood FC.
United are away at Watford. That'll be quite interesting. Don't know any other games.
For the record,
Everton play West Ham.
I'm going to try, by the way, and get a ticket for that West Ham game because I know it's sold out now, but I'm going to try.
Right.
So if any West Ham fan wants to meet me outside Goodison Park, I'll slap you all silly with jelly deals.
Don't bring a knife.
Yeah, don't bring a knife, though. Don't be doing that.
Just bring a dildo.
Jay, you said the other day after Huddersfield that you've never seen us win a home game, Premier League home game, which you've attended for a while.
Get a ticket, Jay. Get a ticket.
Just please, just don't even try that.
I can't. It's always a draw.
Maybe just post on Twitter, and that's the only thing what you're gonna do.
The last one not the last one I remember, but my favourite win at Goodison, you remember, was against West Ham, and Mark Noble missed a penalty. What a day! Probably the greatest day of my life. That.
So we'll end it there anyway.
Right.
I want you.
Come on. Sure.
I want you to give me a match reaction after the games and stuff like that. So we'll sort that out anyway, because we'll start getting some of them uploaded onto the channel. Joe, what did you want to say, mate?
I was just gonna ask, shall we finish on a song?
No, I wanted to have the final word, and the final word is this.
Go for a walk. Go for a walk. I'm going for a walk.
Sorry.
You're going for the walk, mate. Just to say to all the fans out there that Everton's rivals are West Ham. Our rivals are Man City. It just kind of shows you levels, doesn't it? Levels.
Don't even put that fucking bubble song in.